It's been a few months since I did my last video on Suruga-ya, and I've placed several orders since then, so I just want to do a quick roundup video of everything I've got since then. First up, I got a copy of Rockman 3, Mega Man 3 for Famicom. I still have not got that Famicom that I bought hooked up and working, because I need to get a TV that can go to the right channel and all that stuff, so I don't know. But I figured I needed something to play on it. Also on Famicom, I got a copy of Tetris in the box. It's in pretty good shape. Comes with the little booklets and everything. That Rockman, let me check the price. Rockman was $9 and Tetris was also $9. I also got Donkey Kong Country 2 on Super Famicom. That kind of completes my collection because I had gotten 3 from there before. And this Donkey Kong Country was $5. Then, in the realm of big controllers, I got this Taiko no Tatsujin drum for PS2. And basically, I think there's like 2 different sides to the drum, and you kind of play along to the music. I haven't tried it yet, but this was only $4 shipped, so really couldn't pass that up. I got this copy of Human Highway, which is a Neil Young movie. Neil Young movie it was a collaboration with Devo, oddly enough, and it's been pretty rare to find on. It was only on VHS for a long time, and then a few years ago they put it out on Blu-ray and DVD, and now I think these are out of print too. So this cost me, it was more than $10. It was something like, it was $15. I don't know if it was worth it. It's a really bad movie, but I kind of love it. I think you can go watch it on archive.org if you want. The only bad thing is this is the director's cut, and part of the director's cut they cut out. There was like a 10-minute jam session with Devo and Neil Young where they play Hey Hey My My, and they cut it down to like 3 minutes or something. It's pretty stupid, but terrible great movie. I got a Guitar Freaks controller for PS1. This was $10. And actually, since I bought this, I think the next weekend I went on there and they had one in the box for like $8 or something. So I kind of overpaid for this one, but it's in pretty good shape. I tried playing some Guitar Freaks and it is extremely difficult. If you're used to Guitar Hero, it's very unforgiving. And I mean, I know it's an arcade game port, so I think that's kind of why it is, but you know, you play like 3 or 4 songs and then you can't progress. The biggest thing by far is this N64 that I don't know what this color is called, but it's kind of like an ice blue / greenish color. And it's 2-tone, so it's white on the bottom, transparent white. And it came with this was $40, or no, hold on. It was $50 with the power supply. I think it was like $45 without the power supply. It did not come with the expansion pack. What I've done is I ended up taking the guts out of mine, because mine was modded for RGB, and I swapped them into this one, and also mine had the tabs cut out of it. So really I just bought this for the shell. Although I have another working N64 in the pile. but I figured that was worth it. I think on eBay, these are closer to $100 for a colored shell like that. Here we've got a Led Zeppelin CD. Yeah, this is, I kind of went down this rabbit hole of Led Zeppelin put out all these deluxe editions of their albums on CD like 5 or 6 years ago. And I started looking at them, and they're all, you know, if you buy them on Discogs or on eBay or whatever, they're all like $20 on up. This one here, Physical Graffiti, is it's a 2-disc one, and so each one of these has a bonus disc. So this one's 3 discs. It's kind of a nice package. Comes with a booklet and a die cut cover and everything. And this was $12, and I got this thinking, well, if I really like these, I can buy all of these from Japan, because they're just the European pressings of the CDs. And I am happy with it, although I kind of decided against going out and seeking out all the other remasters, even though that would be pretty cool. Maybe I'm just not a big enough fan of Led Zeppelin to do that. But yeah, $12. And we got some controllers. This is a multi-tap for the PC Engine. This was, I think, $4 only. The PC Engine, if you don't know, there's only one controller port on it. So if you're going to play any multiplayer at all, even 2-player, you need a multi-tap. It's pretty annoying. But the good thing is they're really plentiful in Japan. Obviously in Japan, because we didn't have the PC Engine. Along with that, I got this, I don't know what they're called. It's just a PC Engine pad that has turbo. The one I have does not have turbo. And I think that's kind of essential if you're going to play like shooters on the PC Engine. So I wanted a second controller, and I wanted one with turbo. This was like $23 or something like that. And I don't know, PC Engine controllers are just really expensive, and there isn't like a lot of third-party ones. There's no new ones being made. I think you can get a Blue Retro receiver for it, but it's like $20, $30 itself. So I figured I'd just get an official controller. Then we got another Saturn controller. That Saturn that I bought in the previous videos, that thing's been working well. I had an issue with it. It would not play burned CDs for me. I bought a cartridge that lets you play region-free and burned CDs, and it was not. So I took a risk, and I bought a new laser assembly off of AliExpress. I think it was only like $8. And I installed that, and now it reads burned CDs just fine. So I've been having a lot of fun playing Saturn stuff, and I decided to get another controller for it. Although I did all of this like shortly before the Saru cart came out, or got its big update or whatever, and everyone started buying Saru carts. And that one is just a flash cart that lets you plug in just an SD card and play off that. I would rather go that route if I was doing it again, rather than paying $20 for the cartridge that lets you play burn CDs and then a thing. I think the Saru carts are like $50, and they seem to work pretty well. Then I got this ASCII fishing controller for the PlayStation. There's actually a lot of fishing games for the PlayStation, and I'm not really sure like what supports what. There's like, I found a big table online that says like these controllers can be used for these games. You know, this is a Japanese controller. But yeah, there's some pretty cool fishing games that I haven't played on the PlayStation. I would like to, so I'll give that a try. I think that was like $7. Last controller I got is a Namco Negicon. And you may have, if you saw my last video, Sorry, I was checking something. This was $23. If you saw my last video, I got a copy of Ridge Racer 4 on the PlayStation, which I think is my favorite PS1 game. And what I found is that the Japanese version does not support analog controls, oddly enough, but it does support analog controls on the Negicon. So this thing twists, and that's how you steer. And also these buttons are analog. They feel really weird. And I played a little bit with it so far, and it's actually really weird and difficult to use. But a lot of people say like once you get used to it, it's like the best controller for driving games. So we'll see. I'll keep trying it. It is fun though. Okay, and then lastly, I've got some laser discs, which first I will show you this one. I got Total Recall to go with my Terminator 2 laser disc. Total Recall I think was $3. First up, I got Firewalk with Me. Came with the Obi strip. I think this is a 2-discer. Yeah. Firewalk with Me is the Twin Peaks movie. And then to go with that, I got the Twin Peaks pilot episode, which I thought was a really cool cover. Again, in really good shape. Let me look at the prices on those. That one was $6, and Firewalk with Me was $8. Then I also got Apocalypse Now. That was $3. And then lastly, I got this Fantasia box set, which I didn't know what I was ordering when I got this. This was only $4.50, and it said something like, it said Fantasia and then whatever that word is, some deluxe or something, but there wasn't a picture of it. So I kind of did some Googling and I thought this is what it might be, but this thing is huge. See if I can open it. It comes with this giant booklet with a bunch of art. Comes with a certificate of authenticity. Inside here, I'm not going to take it out, that there's a lithograph of a concept painting. I forget what the actual illustration is. Comes with this metal card with a serial number on it. It's just taped in there. Then you've got just this table of contents or index. There was an Obi strip on it that someone very carefully placed in here. And then they look sealed, but they are opened. There's 3 different discs. So it's kind of a crazy box set for $4.50 shipped from Japan. I don't know if they still have any of these on there, but that was probably the best value thing I got. I don't know what it's actually worth. But yeah. That's everything I got. I don't think I've ordered anything in the last couple months. But they are still doing the free shipping thing about once a week for a few days. And I still think it's like a crazy deal. Like I don't understand how all this stuff is so cheap. Like they must just have so much of it. And right now the US dollar against the Japanese yen is really strong. So there's never been a better time to buy from Suruga-ya.